Hi, I'm Chase Tomka, the senior class president, and I'm on the football field saying my final words for graduation like I dreamed about since I knew what graduation was. The only thing is, this is nothing what I expected it to be. I look around and I see nothing. Nobody in the stands listening. None of my fellow class of 2020 classmates here. No teachers to say our final goodbyes to. And no administrators here to congratulate us or hand out our diplomas. It's nothing what my classmates and I imagine it to be. The thing is, none of that really matters in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't make this experience any less special, and it surely doesn't mean that we didn't get to go through high school as a Big Red. I stand here and just think of all the memories I have in this stadium under these lights. It makes me think about all the games my teammates and I played our hearts out in just to represent the Big Red name on the front of our jerseys. Or even the times in gym class when we would walk around the backside of the band shelter just so we could catch our breaths in Miss Hoffman's brutal workouts. I look over at the two school buildings and endless memories pour through my head. I think of all the great teachers we've had through the years at WM. I think of the time in 5th grade when our class lost a pet hamster and someone found it alive behind one of the classroom doors a whole week later. I think of the times when we had Mr. Savoy in gym class and he would just roll out one of his dodgeballs and say, "Have fun." I think of the times in Mrs. Burlett's class when she flipped me out of her chair because she was fed up with me messing with her all the time. Or the time she accidentally slapped Braden in the face after a missed high-five attempt. And oh yeah, don't forget about the time when Mike Seach was the only person to stand up at the pep rally and everybody in the whole gym died laughing. I could honestly go on for hours about all the memories that have been made over these past 12 years at West Middlesex. Years from now, at a class reunion, few people are going to be upset that we didn't have a real graduation ceremony. We're only going to reminisce about all the times we had in high school. We're going to talk about the many championships we played in, the inside jokes that nobody will forget, and everything else that made our times in high school great. It's not just what goes on inside of the school buildings and on the sports fields that make West Middlesex so great. It's the community that is more like one large family, literally and figuratively, that make this place so special. As a community, we are always there for one another. Like when a member of the community gets diagnosed with cancer, everybody steps up and gives what they can to help. And it's not only the big things that people help out with, it's the small things too. It's like when a student can't afford food or a coat for winter, members of the community and school will help out. Lastly, I would like to thank the people who helped me get through these past 12 years of high school. My mom, dad, sister, and my grandparents have all helped and supported me through my time in school and sports. I also appreciate all the teachers and coaches who have all influenced me to become a better man. I also want to thank all my friends and classmates who made growing up in WM so special. All of these things are what make West Middlesex so great. Growing up in West Middlesex and going to school here is truly an experience of a lifetime.
Well, this is most certainly not the way I thought I would be giving my salutatorian speech, but here I am, the senior class that will be remembered as the year of COVID. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Who wants to mope and grope about the coronavirus when we already are all sick of it? Yeah, pun intended. I am Luke Manzel, in this year's class of 2020 salutatorian, and I am very honored to be able to get this opportunity to give a speech here for this virtual experience. I want to start off by just simply saying thank you to everyone who has helped this year's class of 2020 to get to where we are. Teachers, coaches, parents, grandparents, the list could go on for forever. It has been a long 4 years, but just as Charles Dickens said, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And here today we are celebrating the hard work that us seniors put in to get to where we are. A few weeks back, as my dad and I were driving through his hometown, we were discussing some of the hilarious, mischievous things my dad did to some of his teachers in high school. It was funny to see him now, 33 years later, and he still could remember exactly who was there and how it went down. From the parties, to girls he dated, to sports seasons, to dances, to hanging with buddies. He remembered it all. And it had me thinking about the memories West Middlesex High School has brought myself and fellow classmates. 4 years was a lot of time that we all got to enjoy together. And for a small, one-stoplight town called West Middlesex, those memories last for a lifetime. The memories of ringing that bell at the football stadium because a championship was brought home. The memories of absolutely dying in the high school on a hot fall or spring day where the air conditioning doesn't work. The memories of jokes in a classroom or sitting around the lunch table. The memories of homecoming and prom. And yeah, even the memories we don't tell our parents about. But despite the ending of a senior year we did not have due to this pandemic, there's still so much to look back and smile about from our 3 3/4 years of high school. One of my favorite movies, Forrest Gump. Forrest's mother told him once, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get." This quote, known by many, goes to show how unpredictable life is, and we never know what could be thrown at us. But it's not our job to worry about what the next day holds for us. I'm going to leave that one up to God, who promises in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Well, now that I bored you all with this video of my speech, there's one last thing I would want you to remember out of all of this. Check your box of chocolates to make sure you got the ones you want. Okay, yeah, I'm being serious this time. George Strait, he wrote a country song called "Here for a Good Time." And the last 2 verses of the chorus say, "I ain't here for a long time, I'm just here for a good time." Or, in other words, live every day to the fullest. Make as many memories as you can, because for us seniors, who would have ever thought that that Friday in March was going to be the last time we walked the halls of that high school? Class of 2020, teachers, administrators, or anyone watching this, I want to thank you again for the love and support for this year's class over the past 4 years, and I hope to see all of your faces in person soon. Thank you.
Oftentimes, when I feel as though I am overwhelmed, anxious, or upset, I go for a walk. It's a genuine form of therapy that I've turned to a lot during this unexpected time. It allows my mind to process my emotions with each individual step I take. It's incredible, really. As I walk, my mind races. I feel as though my conscious leaves my body as I make sense of my thoughts. In my case, walking is better exercise for the mind than for the body. When I feel as though I have walked enough, I am level-headed, focused, and determined. I'm ready to take on any challenge or obstacle life has thrown my way. I return knowing who I am and what to do. I will be better than when I left. In a way, this pandemic has been a long, treacherous walk for all of us. While this pandemic has us physically pinned, our minds have been free to roam. Our minds have been everywhere, despite us being nowhere. This pandemic has been the greatest mental battle we have ever faced. We are now left alone with our thoughts, with no daily activities to escape the constant barrage of emotions and feelings our thoughts and memories cause. We have had time to focus on our past, but we have spent more time thinking about the future. We now know that when we return to life as we knew it, things aren't going to be the same. We are different people than when we started our walk. The world is a brand new place. There will be new customs. There will be social barriers. And there will be a general sense of fear. However, this change is something that we've considered and something we're already used to. We are accustomed to diversity. We've stared it down into its cold, unforgiving eyes, and we've conquered it. We've conquered it every single time, and this time will be no different. For we will emerge as new people. We will emerge stronger. We will emerge determined. We will emerge with the will to take back our lives and make every day worthwhile. For not only are we people, we are warriors. Warriors for who will emerge ready to take on the world tooth and nail. I believe that the real question to this unexpected circumstance truly is not, will we be ready for the world? Instead, I believe it is, will the world be ready for us? Has the world ever seen humanity so eager to work, to socialize, to innovate, to live? No, it hasn't. For we will emerge as strong as ever. Again, I ask, will the world be ready for us? My response, ready or not, we are here, we're ready, and we will not be stopped.
Class of 2020, please rise. As principal of West Middlesex Area High School, I declare that the following students, by virtue of their intellectual attainments and correct deportment, having successfully completed the course of study prescribed by the Board of School Directors and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania are entitled to receive their diplomas that they might enjoy all the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto pertaining. Mr. Doherty, President, Board of School Directors, I present the class of 2020.
As School Board President and on behalf of the West Middlesex Area School Board, I acknowledge that the students have met the graduation requirements. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Braden Matthew Hanahan, valedictorian, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Performing Arts. Luke Bradley Menzel, salutatorian, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Performing Arts. Chase Robert Tomko, magna cum laude, Performing Arts, class president. Cambry Mara Adams, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, Performing Arts. Anthony Mitchell Aldridge, Army. Dylan Thomas Anthony. Krista Lynn Barnt, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, Performing Arts. Macy Lynette Beecher, cum laude. Jordan Blaze Bell, Performing Arts. Joshua David Bender. Chelsea Lynn Bennett, Performing Arts. Gianna Michelle Effanite, cum laude. Olivia Serena Franks. Anthony Dylan Guyan, Army National Guard. Charlie Ann Green, cum laude. Chloe Elizabeth Greer. Trevor J. Hardisky, Navy. Lydia May Heminger, magna cum laude, National Honor Society. Kaylee Lynn Renee Hunt. Sierra Dawn Jones, magna cum laude, Performing Arts. Vivian Jennifer Jones. Alusuk Kelsey. Danielle Marie Cole, cum laude, Performing Arts. Kelsey Ann Colding, cum laude, Performing Arts. Brooklyn Marie Lapsovich, cum laude. Scott Joseph summa cum laude, perfect attendance, National Honor Society, performing arts. Alyssa Rose Morelli, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, performing arts. Christopher James Morton, Lindsay Alexia Nestor, magna cum laude. Logan Donald O'Neill, Marine Corps. Kendall Olivia Peterson, cum laude. Marissa Elizabeth Pierce, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, performing arts. Emma Grace Pringle, cum laude. Lee Parker Rogers, cum laude. Zebediah Jack McClellan Rubaker, Madison Rose Schmelzer, cum laude, performing arts. Michael Thomas Seach, magna cum laude, perfect attendance, National Honor Society, performing arts. Brandon Dwayne Smith, Sydney Noel Snyder, magna cum laude, National Honor Society. Elaine Swartz, cum laude. Jarrett Lewis Teasdale, cum laude, National Honor Society, Performing Arts, Air Force. Aubriana Lynn Thomas. George Robert Troyer. Gabriel Rain Tyree. Joseph Robert Varga, cum laude, Performing Arts, National Technical Honor Society. Dylan Matthew Warner, Marine Corps. Ashley Morgan Wansack, cum laude. Noah Eugene Weiser. John Brady Wetzel, perfect attendance. Jada Nicole Wetzel, Performing Arts.
Good, buddy. Good like you said.
Jonathan Edward White. McKenna Shondell White. Caitlin Marie Young, magna cum laude, Performing Arts. At this time in our program, we will call upon Chase Tomko, President of the Class of 2020, to lead our traditional tassel ceremony. The moving of the tassel signifies graduation. Chase, please step forward. By the powers vested in me, I pronounce you graduates of West Middlesex Area High School. Congratulations.